Aditya. Good morning, Sid. Good morning, Ritesh. Good morning, Sai. Good morning, Pratham. Good morning, Samin. Good morning, Shreyash. Good morning, Shardul. Good morning, Rishikesh. Good morning, Mandar. Okay, let's recap what we have gone through in the last session. So, we have started by National Bank for Agriculture and National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, NABARD, which is at Mumbai. National Research Development Corporation, NRDC, New Delhi. National Small Industries Corporation Limited, NSIC, NSIC, New Delhi. National Hydroelectric Power Corporation, NHPC, Faridabad, which is in Haryana. Then National Film Development Corporation Limited, NFDC, Mumbai. National Housing Bank, NHB, New Delhi. National Association of Software and Services Companies, NASSCOM, Noida, which is in Uttar Pradesh. National Council of Applied Economic Research, NCAER, New Delhi. National Payments Corporation of India. Good morning, Kunal. National Payments Corporation of India, NPCI, Mumbai. National Company Law Tribunal, NCLAT, New Delhi. Then National Green Tribunal, NGT, which is at New Delhi. Good morning, Roshan. National Highways Authority of India, NHAI, New Delhi. Oil India Limited, Oil, Noida, Uttar Pradesh. Oil and Natural Gas Corporation, ONGC, New Delhi. Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority, PFRDA, New Delhi. Then Power Finance Corporation Limited, PFC, New Delhi. Power Grid Corporation of India, shortly known as Power Grid, Gurugram in Haryana. Prasar Bharati, New Delhi. Right? Press Trust of India, PTI, New Delhi. Press Information Bureau, PIB, New Delhi. Reserve Bank of India, RBI, Mumbai. Steel Authority of India Limited, SEL. New Delhi. Securities and Exchange Board of India, SEBI, Mumbai. And the Staff Selection Commission, SSC, New Delhi. Right. So let's go some more organizations. I think 5, 6 have been left, and then we will go for the next point. Right. I think 7 different organizations are there. Okay. So Here you can consider the Shipping Corporation of India, SCI. Right. So Shipping Corporation of India, SCI, whose headquarters is at Mumbai. Fine. Now, what about this particular corporation is? So, Shipping Corporation of India. So, it is a government of India's public sector enterprise. Right. So, it operates and manages and manages vessels, right? So which are servicing, right, vessel services, right, at national and international lines, right? So that is the task of this particular Shipping Corporation of India. Fine. So they are having their own shipping companies. Fine. So okay, here you might be having a question. Question about the vessel. What is mean by, yes, I'm going to talk about same. So what is mean by vessel, right? So that could be the question. So vessel is a ship, right, in a large watercraft that will travel in world's oceans, right? So sufficiently deep in waterways, right, that will be carrying goods or passengers, right, in support of some specialized uh, missions, right? So what is the vessels? It's nothing but a ship. Then why it is not called ship only? So ship can be having a small volume to very large volume. So especially whenever vessel is called, so it is a large watercraft, right? So ship, or you can consider a large watercraft, right? So that will be traveling in the world's any oceans, right? Sufficiently deep waterways by carrying goods or passengers. Got it? Is ship in use of merchant? Yes. Fine. So next one. So next you can have survey of India. So survey of India, which is at, the headquarter is at Dehradun. So what is the survey of India? So it's nothing but a central engineering agency, right? So it is a central engineering agency in the field of in charge of mapping and surveying. Right. So mapping and surveying. So in this field, this is the engineering agency, which is known as Survey of India. Right. So whose headquarters is at Dehradun. Right. So it is always helping to consolidate the territories. Rather, it was in the British era, it was being there. So in those days, it was helping out the Britishans to consolidate the territories, right? So you can consider it as now one of the oldest engineering departments of government of India. Fine. So most of the members or the workers of this particular department are from civil services of India, and even some army officers are there, especially whatever we have considered the services of Indian Army. For example, Indian Army Corps of Engineers. Right. So most of the engineers of Army of Corps, the Corps of Engineers Army are the employees of this particular survey of India. Fine. So which is at Dehradun. The next one you can consider here is the most important thing, that is known as SAI, Sports Authority of India. Sports Authority of India, right? SAI, whose headquarters is at Delhi. So it's of immense important organization, Sports Authority of India, SAI. Now, it is the apex sports body of India. Fine. So, apex sports body. Yes, youth games launched by which authority? Obviously, it will be by Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. So, apex sports body. Apex means the highest one. Nothing is greater than that. Right. For example, as far as India is concerned, in the judiciary, Supreme Court is apex. For example, if you consider any of the state in the judiciary, High Court is the apex one. Right. So that is the case. Apex sports body of India. Right. It works under the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. Excuse me. That is for the development of the sport in India. Right. Working for the development of India. So working for the development of sports in India. See, SAI is having different regional centers. One regional center, that is, I think, West Zone Regional Center, was supposed to establish in Aurangabad, but because of some political leadership lagging, right, it was moved from Aurangabad to Nagpur as like IIM Ahmedabad, IIM was also supposed to start in Aurangabad, but that was also moved to Nagpur. Right, so in last government's era in Maharashtra, these things have been happening. Otherwise, today we must be having one sports authority, one regional center of sports authority of India. Right. Anyway, so sports, it is giving the sports training in different centers, right, or in different cadres. Then next one, Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, that is TRAI, which is having its headquarters at New Delhi. So Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, TRAI, right? The headquarters is at New Delhi. Right. Now, the Telecom Authority of India is a statutory body of Government of India. Fine. So, what is functioning of this? So, it is the regulator of the telecommunication sector. Right. So, a regulator of the telecommunication sector in India. Fine. So, if you consider this particular thing, so everything related, everything in the so a regulator of the telecommunication sector. Yes. Yes, Rishikesh sir, whatever Rishikesh sir has put, so pay some attention on that particular part as well. Right? So most of the alerts are being generated by in the form of SMS. So everything happening related to the communication, right? So in a single word, regulator. So everything is being regulated by this authority, right, which is known as Telecom Regulatory Authority of India. Whether it is private or whether it is BSNL, right? Even direct to home service DTH, right? So because everyone is being done on tariff basis, so right, you can either call it as prepaid or postpaid like kind of thing, right? Or we can consider the tariffs. So the services and the mobile services, right? So everything is under this particular thing, try, right? Even the prices of the calls, the prices of your different internet packs or tariffs, they are always being gone through this particular, right, sector, regulator of the telecommunication. Right. Yes, it is not okay. So a regulator of the telecommunication sector. Fine. That is try. Then the next one is UGC, that is University Grants Commission, whose headquarters is at New Delhi. University Grants Commission. UGC, right? Whose headquarters is at New Delhi. So what about this UGC? Is again, it is a statutory body of Government of India, right? So it is working under the Ministry of Human Resource and Development, MHRD. So working under Ministry of Human Resource and Human Resource Development. Right, MHRD. Now, what about this particular is? Fine. So it is to provide the recognition to universities. So UGC provides, right? So UGC provides to universities. Fine. And it also provides the fund to such recognized universities and colleges, right? It provides funds to recognized colleges and I don't know why it is and universities, right? So funds to recognize colleges and universities. It is also having its sub centers, which are regional centers, right? I think across India there are 6 different centers. One is in Pune, right? West Regional Center of UGC, which we can consider. Anyway, I think the second last one, UPSC, Union Public Service Commission. Union Public, I think you know much more about this because NDA is being, or the exam of NDA is being conducted by this one. So its central headquarters is at New Delhi. So Union Public Service Commission, UPSC, whose headquarters is at New Delhi. So what about this is? So it is India's premier central recruiting agencies, right, which is responsible for appointments and examinations of all India services. So it is responsible for appointments and examinations for all India services, right? IPS. In short, Group A and Group B. Right? So this is of one of the most important commissions, public service commissions, and it is autonomous, which you can consider. Fine. No, UPSC will not be having minister. UPSC will be working along with the Department of Personnel and Training. So for that particular department, whatever the minister name you said, that would be fine. Anyway, if anybody wants the screenshot of this, you can. Okay. Once you finish this, I will go back to the previous page. Yes. Interviews will be also conducted by these. No doubt it will be assisted by uh, UPSC is a commission which conducts not only NDA exams but all India service exams. For example, IAS, IPS, right? In fact, these are called service commissions, Union Service Commission exams. Not only these, again, then engineering services commissions, right? You must have heard about chief executive engineers or some other engineering services. Not again engineering services, some forest department services, right? So whatever is the all India level, all India service exam is there or appointments. So UPSC is responsible for that. Right, mayor, we know SPs and collectors are being appointed by or and their examinations are conducted by UPSC. It is not only that much limited, right? Or it is not that much limited to IAS, IPS, NDA. It is for engineering services. It is for foreign services. It is for forest services. It is sometimes for some economic sector services, right? So those who are or whatever is the all India service for that, this commission is responsible. Got it. And now UDAI. I hope you have finished this. The last one you can consider. So 111. UDAI or UI. No, I think UIDAI. Okay, I will write it again. UIDAI. Anybody knows what is this? So it is nothing but unique identification authority of India. So UIDAI. Yes, simply it is called Aadhaar. Right. So whose headquarters is at New Delhi. Fine. So it is a 12-digit unique identity number that can be obtained voluntarily by the residents of India. Right. So a 12-digit unique identity number. Got it? So for the residents of India. And it is depending on, based on कशाच्या बेसिसवर biometric and demographic data. Biometric and demographic data. You know biometric. What is demographic? So demography is nothing but the statistical study of populations. Right. So that is the demography. The answer of your question is unique identification, right? Unique identification. And in fact, there is a great story behind this, and which is the largest one. So, second tenure of Dr. Manmohan Singh's government, right? They were thinking to have such an unique identification number so that we have this Aadhaar center. So through that, most of the policies can be run. Actually, that was the actual purpose of implementing this one, right? Yes, exactly. So in order to effectively implement the uh, government policies, right, so that it should emerge at the center, right, and it should reach to the last person of the India, right, which was quite not happening, even still quite not happening, right? So how it can be regulated, right? So there should be a direct benefit, and that was the actual purpose. पण आपल्याकडे बऱ्याच गोष्टींना फाटे फुटण्याची, नवीन नवीन गोष्टी ऍड होण्याची एक खराब सिस्टम आहे आपल्यात. So because of that, it was not actually being implemented effectively, right? म्हणजे बरं झालं मग काय, गॅस कनेक्शन सबसिडी बंद करा. गॅस कनेक्शनला काय, गॅस कनेक्शनचं तुमचे ते आधार जोडा किंवा अकाउंट नंबर जोडा, मग डायरेक्ट पैसे तुमच्या खात्यात ट्रान्सफर होतील सबसिडीचे वगैरे वगैरे वगैरे. तुम्ही बघितलं असेल आसपास. So that is the case which we can do in this particular. So this is working under the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Yes, linking of Aadhaar number. So it's the under Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. So we will be winding off this biometric. So whatever the fingerprints, right, and then your retina prints, right? I don't know whether you have noticed at the time of getting this unique identification number, right? This 12-digit unique identification number. So at that time, you must have given the prints, right, of your all the fingers of both the hands, and as well as your eyes, right? So that is the case which we can consider, right? That is called online attendance. Now I think last year government was also started of doing that particular thing. And demography is nothing but the statistical studies of the population, right? So that is called demography. So it will be depending on the region, in which region how many people are there, in which state how many, right? So it depends on, so different statistics are there what we can consider. Fine. So I think this, okay, we will rejoin.
Dear participants, rejoin again immediately. We have less than 1 minute. Please rejoin again immediately.